Welcome to Mermaid Love Tarot for your 5-part weekly bundle reading. I'm a counselor, a 2-time award-winning actress, and tarot reader. Enjoy your reading.
Hello Gemini, welcome back to Mermaid Love Tarot. My name is Priscilla and I am not just any tarot reader. We are going to, of course, do your 5-part bundle reading, but first, we are going to do angel answers. But before I get to that, I have some great news to share with you guys. I have just become partner with YouTube. So I am now officially monetizing from my channel. And so I am inviting you to join as a member. I have 3 different tiers of membership where you will get fantastic exclusive perks. Right now I go live once a week. I'm going to be going live 3 times a week, and depending on the tier that you choose, the level that you choose, I am going to be doing mini readings for all my members every time that I go live and answering free questions, free tarot questions, letting you guys see the videos before I actually post them to the open public. So it's going to be really, really great, and you are going to get a lot for your buck, because we're talking only 3 cents a day for the highest level, for the highest tier, which offers everything above, from tier 1 to 2. So if you join tier 1, you get everything that tier 1 offers. If you get tier 2, it's basically like you're getting everything that tier 1 and tier 2 would get. And then if you join tier 3, you'll be getting everything from tier 1, 2, and 3. All right, you guys, thank you so much, because without you, this would not have been possible. I have been working my behind off for this to happen. Also, I am having a raffle for everyone. So all you have to do is 4 tiny little things. Like the video, share it, subscribe if you haven't already done so, write your first and or last name. It will help me if you write your first and last name, because I can connect better to your energies along with your date of birth. Okay, and so every time you go to your Gemini reading, I am going to announce the winner in the beginning of the video. Then towards the end, I am going to do a mini reading. Also, check out my Amazon shop right on my main page for exclusive offers and exclusive things. Right now, there is a big time Mother's Day sale going on. So check out my Amazon channel and shop your life away. All right, what do we have for Gemini? It says communicate clearly is your first angel answer. And your second one is reconsider. Okay, so you might have something in mind and they're telling you reconsider. Maybe, wait a little longer. Now, maybe, I'm not feeling that they want you to reconsider the whole thing altogether, but just the time of it. Okay, and communicate clearly. If this is like a business deal, anything with contracts. All right, you guys? All right, we're moving on to your energies. Also, you guys, I read in English and Spanish. So go check out the Spanish reading, learn a little Spanish, and use subtitles if you want more answers, including, your different placements, right? Your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Because these readings never expire. So if you were ever to go to my channel and you feel called to see a certain reading, nothing is a coincidence. The universe wanted you to see that reading for a reason. And I can almost bet everything that when you go to those readings, you will find something that's there for you. Everything else, of course, we leave it for everyone else. So go check that out. I also was sharing about my Amazon shop and the memberships that you can now join my channel, because now I'm an official YouTube partner. But if you go to my Amazon shop, under my esoteric items, you're going to find the Saint Benedict medallion. I made a video with regards to that and how to protect your home using these little medallions and placing them in all the windows. But it's not just that. So you need to go check out the video. I leave the egg ritual video and the Saint Benedict video at the end of all my videos of all my readings. Okay, so go check that out and you will feel much more at peace to know that your home is protected. Remember that mirrors are portals, right? So we don't want to let any bad energy, any bad spirits go and come in through your house in that way. I've been doing this for many years. I'm not just any tarot reader, is my slogan. Because if you go to my channel, you will see how I predict the cards and the cards come out. I have over 2,000 videos that show that. Okay, also guys, subscribe, because when I go live, I answer free tarot questions. Of course, if you become a member of my channel, you will get a lot more than that. Okay, go check out the tiers and join. Thank you so much in advance. So frustrated. You guys may have been feeling a little bit frustrated lately. We might see the 4 and the 5 of cups. Once I know the energies, I can already predict the cards. That's why, you know, not everybody is a reader, you guys. So, you know, and this is not to put anybody down. Oh, by the way, the number 4 means stability. Okay, and this is not to bring anybody down, but I have yet to see a tarot reader that can predict the cards. And the proof is in the pudding. I'm not just saying that. You can check out those readings in my channel. I have set aside here the card that we will reveal at the end. And I never take the cards because I wait for Spirit to give it to me and my 10 guides. So you can fast forward as I'm shuffling, but do not fast forward as I'm doing the 5 parts because they connect and you're going to miss out. All right, so we have simplicity. Some of you may be deciding, I see somebody like clearing out their home and just like if they have too many sofas, too many plates, you just want to live the simple life. You're tired of having to do so much laundry, washing so many dishes. So you're going to start cutting down maybe a spring cleaning, right? Because I use this cup to channel. That's why you see me looking this way. And I just see somebody clearing out their closet, trying to live or a more simpler life, okay? Because I think that the frustration stems from you having to clean so much, you know, things that you have to do in the home, different chores that you have to handle. So try and live a more simple life is what the guides are trying to communicate to you. All right, what else do we have for Gemini? Okay, forgive yourself. You may be feeling some type of frustration because you are being hard on yourself, maybe with a decision that you are regretting. This is why I say we're going to see the 4 or the 5 of cups. A lot of disappointment. And it says forgiveness isn't for others. It's for you. Free yourself from guilt and shame. Okay, you guys, if you need to forgive somebody, even if you never speak to them again, forgive them. If somebody comes to you and says, hey, listen, what I did the other day was wrong, I'm sorry. It's up to you. You have free will to say, okay, I forgive you and I'm going to move on. I don't want to continue having a relationship with you. Or I'll forgive you and we can try again. You know what I mean? But it's definitely up to you. What do we have for Gemini? For Gemini, please, we're just going to take out an oracle card, and it says, oh, no wonder I'm struggling. Sorry, you guys. I knew something was missing. Okay, and it says, you know it's right because it feels like breathing, all right? Love isn't supposed to feel like a full-time job with no benefits. When it's right, if it feels natural, not like a freaking group project, you're doing solo, safe, soft, and no decoder needed. All right, you guys, so you might be coming, we might see the 2 of cups, the lovers, because you might be meeting somebody who's gonna, things might happen fast because you might meet and it's almost like you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, we really click, like, you know, I feel good, this is not a struggle, everything just flows. All right, you guys, so you're gonna know, you might be meeting somebody soon and you're just gonna know it. All right, we might see the justice, we might see the moon, the sun, judgment, because judgment always comes out for the most part with justice. The 9 of Pentacles, and maybe death or the Tower. I see also the Page of Swords, which is justice in the minor arcana. This is incredible. Guys, you see me here shuffling the cards, right? I told you 2 times, not once, 2 times before the cards came out that we will see the 4 of cups. Okay, this is what I say the proof is in the pudding, and I'm not just any tarot reader. This isn't the first time, you guys. This happens all the time. Because when you have true intuition, and you're not just reading cards and saying the definition of cards, then you're a real reader. And I haven't seen people do what I do. I say that humbly. So, as I said, you are feeling some type of boredom. Okay, you are ignoring the things that are coming in your life that are good. And Spirit is telling you, don't do that. Take advantage of what's in front of you because you have always been successful. He has 3 cups in front of him. He's always been successful. But now, you know, you may be going through like just, you know, I don't know, I'm bored with the same job. Or maybe it's time for you to change jobs. We'll see that in the money and career part of the reading, right? It's incredible. And then you having to find the strength to overcome this. The Four of Cups is Cancer energy, right? You could be going through emotions where your emotions are constantly shifting. Cancers are very moody and their emotions are always shifting. One minute they're happy, one minute they're not. And this might be the situation. Yes, you were triumphant in everything that you have accomplished because you have 3 cup standings, but now maybe it's time for a change, okay? And you're having to find that strength to make that decision because it's not easy to transition, right? But at the same time, you're going to be able to do that here with Leo energy, okay? And then we have the 6 of Cups, all right? There might have been somebody who, you know, you need to forgive from the past. This has a lot to do with forgiveness, so does the Sun. But here, you might be literally receiving a gift from somebody. But this person that you need to forgive, I feel, okay, is somebody in your family. They're giving me parents. They're giving me brothers and sisters. So you need to make up and forgive them, okay? You can choose to move on and forgive them. You can choose to stay in the relationship and still move forward, right? And let bygones be bygones. 3 more, please. Whoa, they are talking today. Wow. Yeah, so this is confirmation with the Ace of Cups that something is being given to you right now. You seem to be ignoring it, but you're going to take it. This might also be that some of you are getting into like a serious relationship because you met somebody and you hit it off, right? And it's only been a little while, but you are both deciding that you want to come together and just settle down, get married, get engaged, whatever. This is Scorpio and Cancer energy. All right, so now it's almost like you go into a safety net because that's what the Ace of Cups is all about. Feeling like you're safe by yourself with somebody who offers you protection, who you feel safe with, right? And this is going to be that person that's coming in, all right? You're just going to feel so safe with them. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. If things have not been working out in your favor, this is all about karma, cause and effect, right? You know your story. But being that you have this card in the upright, because Spirit is telling me to turn it, the things that have been affecting you will not be affecting you anymore. You're going to be fine. Things are going to turn in your favor. And I don't normally say this, but try your luck at playing a little bit of lotto. Nothing large, just something small. Okay, because the Wheel of Fortune doesn't come out all the time. And that also means luck in any sense, right? You could be walking into a store and they say, you know what? I'm going to give you what you're trying to get for half price. So this could be like a big spectrum of luck. One more, please. And you're already getting a gift with the 6 of Cups, yeah. So there's something that was completely over with the 10 of Swords. Okay, so you're moving on from whatever this pain was. And it's almost like now, and this could have been any kind of pain. It's almost like now you want to live a simple life. You don't want to take baggage with you. You don't want to bring baggage into a new relationship. I don't know. I feel your energy so strong. I see somebody in the water literally just slamming the door and leaving. Like getting into an argument and leaving. Okay, and just feeling really frustrated as we saw the card with your energies. Okay, but that's gonna get better because this person comes into your life to bring you that safety net. All right. Oh wait, your advice. All right, what do we have for Gemini? The Act of Amends. All right, you guys. Again, I'm not just any tarot reader. When my guides are here, they're here. I do a whole ritual for them to show me clearly what it is we need to see. All right, the Act of Amends, reconciliation, humility, responsibility, forgiveness, repair. This might be in a romantic relationship strongly, okay? Yes, it could be with your parents, with your siblings, but also strongly in a relationship. You guys, life is short. Just apologize to your person if this is in love. We're going to see when we move on to love, but just time that we have here on earth is so short. All right, forgive, because in the end it makes no sense for you guys to be apart when you know you're gonna eventually come together, and all that time wasted makes no sense. All right, we are moving on to, I have the heat on because I'm in New York and we just never know what happens here with the weather. The weather's always crazy. Okay, so you have the card of relationships. Okay, this might be somebody that you need to make up at work. Okay, this is why I tell you, all areas of your life, there's somebody you need to mend things with. And it says business partners, office love affairs, and communication with coworkers are highlighted now. Make choices with extreme care. All right, you guys, if you're not there yet, where, you guys are apart and you're just in that phase of arguing, guys, you can talk things out. All right, you may be meeting this new person at work. Okay, you may be coming across business partners, people who think alike. All right, but this is overall relationships. You have a lot having to do with relationships here. Of course, you guys, you have your free will, but it makes no sense to, not to forgive somebody, not to make amends if you think it's possible. All right. And it says effective work habits. Develop efficient work habits, set clear priorities, use productivity techniques like the Pomodoro method, and take regular breaks to maintain focus and energy. Okay, you guys, maybe you might be feeling a little bit tired. Maybe change your habits. Try not to do so much in a day. Do a little bit. Do it by priority. So, today this is important, but this go wait for tomorrow. Okay, so that you don't burn yourself out. Investment insight. Educate yourself on investments, research options, consult with a financial advisor, and start small to build your portfolio and secure your financial future. Okay, so invest, right? If you have a little extra money, I don't know where you are. If you're in a different country where that's not possible, but I'm sure that in every country there's banks, of course, and you can go maybe put, your money in different places, in different stocks. Invest in yourself also, right? Buying yourself clothes, looking good at work, because people see that and then they're going to want to promote you from one position to being a supervisor, right? So take care of yourself. All right, we are moving on with love. Let's see what happens now that we saw what's going on in the beginning, because with tarot, we never know how we open the reading. All right, what do we have for Gemini? Thank you. I feel lonely. Yeah, there might be somebody you're at war with and they feel lonely. And I feel like you both feel lonely. This is not a just one-way street, because love does not erase from one day to another, right? So I'm sure you still love this person. There was a hiccup, and it's time to make that better, you guys, really. All right, what do we have for Gemini, please, guys? All right, and it says ruins. Things you no longer need are falling away to make room for the love you deserve. Okay, and they're showing a house, and I told you from the beginning that when that card came out of simplicity, right? You're cleaning out your house. You may, this person may have left and you've decided that you don't want to be back with them. So you're trying to make room. So this new love that you are going to meet is going to be so compatible with you. It's going to be your safety net can come in. All right, because some of you might decide to forgive somebody and not go back with them. Some of you may decide to forgive them and still be with them. Okay, so we're seeing two different situations here. What do we have, please, for Gemini? These cards are so hard to shuffle because they are heart-shaped. All right. And you have here sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. All right, you guys? So you need to really reconsider. I mean, I couldn't get any more. This is more clearer than water, in other words, right? The message is clear. You need to make up with somebody. All right, we are moving on to Oracle messages, and then we're going to reveal the card that I left at the end to see how that ties in to what we've been seeing so far, right? All right, what do we have, please, for Gemini? Message for Gemini. Thank you. And it says radical hope. In a world littered with chaos and darkness, choosing hope is the wildest form of rebellion. All right. So you may be hopeful that, things work out, that you can forgive your family, that everything just goes back to the way that it used to be, right? Because it's not worth it, you guys. What do we have? Guys, I leave the link below. So go check out the full reading so you can see what I'm talking about since I started with the energies. Okay, you can't miss the parts. Self-love. I honor and celebrate myself in every moment, embracing who I am. I recognize the divinity within the purity of my soul. With compassion, I nourish my body, mind, and spirit. I am kind to myself, grateful for the journey I am on, and fully aware of my worth. Okay, because you are worthy. You don't deserve to be with somebody who's not going to give you what you deserve. And that's why you moved on. And now here comes somebody who is going to make you really happy and who's going to make you feel safe, right? Who's going to save space for you. All right. And finally, it says vulnerability. Open your heart. Allow yourself to be tender. There you go, you guys. I couldn't make this whole entire reading if I wanted to. All right. If you've been hurt in the past, not everyone is the same. There are good people in the world. All right. All you have to do is communicate clearly and reconsider. Right now, I understand what the angel called a reconsider was. Reconsider you mending things with this person, or reconsider forgiving them and just moving on without them. All right, you guys. But if you know that there is a relationship that's worth saving, then that's what you need to do. All right. For your initials, A, F, and L. Okay. They're giving me the name Alicia and Jason. I don't know why they're giving me Jason. Okay, they're giving me Jason aside from these letters, and I have to take it because they're giving it to me. All right, and the name Anna, they're also giving to me. Okay, so we have with more signs. We have Capricorn, Libra, your fellow air sign, and Gemini, your own sign. All right, you guys. So the signs don't really matter, but I know you guys like to hear them, and in a way, sometimes it does, because you know our partners have those signs and we could be cross-watching or whatever the case may be. All right, you guys, this has been your reading. Thank you so much. Don't forget to join my membership. Don't forget to check out my Amazon store and all my favorite things, because I always like to joke that I'm like Oprah, and I love whenever I give something to somebody, it's always something that's one of my favorite things. All right, you guys, and also don't forget to subscribe so that you could join me live and check out the 2 videos that I leave at the end of all my videos for the Saint Benedict video and the egg ritual. All right, you guys, take care. Remember to live in love and harmony, and remember to help people no matter who they are. One love, and I'll see you soon. Take care.
Thanking you for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.